I just completed 50 days of outreach, and in that time, I have sent almost 2,000 messages to strangers. And although I've not gotten a client, I've learned a lot about what not to do in outreach. And in this video, I just want to share those lessons that I've learned. At the end of the video, I'm going to share the exact system that I'm using now that I believe is going to get me a client. So let me start immediately. The first lesson that I learned about outreach, the ground zero of outreach, is that outreach is competitive and no one owes you a reply. Now let me explain. In the online business space, any online business owner who is moderately successful, who is earning like 5K a month, 10K a month, he gets a lot of DMs from freelancers. He gets a lot of DMs from freelancers, founders, different people that just want to sell something to him. All of them will be like, I have this service for you. I have this business idea for you. Please give me this thing. And there are many, they're just coming at him from all sides. And if you come with your message and you believe that your message you get a reply, your message is competing against 50 other messages that come every day to the person. So you don't expect the person to just reply to you because you sent a message to him. And so, in my experience, I've seen that I will send a lot of messages, I'll get no replies. Or even sometimes I'll get negative replies where people will be like, please stop messaging me. Please delete me from your contact list. Please don't scam me, you this Nigerian prince. Okay, that one is not true. But the point is that they don't owe you a reply. You're not entitled to a reply. You need to earn it. That's the first lesson. And this takes me to the second lesson, which is that because you are competing against a lot of other people who are doing outreach, your offer needs to be competitive. So before you fix your messaging or you fix the channel that you're using, you need to fix your offer. And your offer is basically the core of your message, of your outreach message, is the service you want to give them and how you want to structure it. So because outreach is competitive, you need your offer to be low risk for the person that you're sending it to. So for me, what I did is I tell them in the first email that I send them that I am going to offer a service and they only have to pay 10% upfront. So they only pay the 90% when the service is done, and then they are happy with it. That's when they pay it. So that is a high risk move for me, but it's a low risk move for them because now they just have to pay 10% and get what they want. So that is one way that I'm looking to improve my offer. And with it, I've been getting more replies, slightly more replies. So that's just what I'm doing on my end. And I actually got this concept from Alex Omozi that you should make the offer so good that it feels stupid saying no. And that's what I'm just trying to do. And I believe it's going to improve my funnel. So that's the second thing I learned. And then this takes me to the third one, which is that now that you have improved your offer and you understand that outreach is not, they don't need to reply to you. The next thing you need to do is that you choose your channel. So there are many channels for outreach. There's cold email, there's Instagram, there's Facebook. You can do it on LinkedIn, anything. So if you are doing outreach, you cannot focus on 5 channels. That's the truth. If you are a big corporation or you're already making like 10K a month, then yes, you can hire virtual assistants and all of them are going to handle all those things for you. But if you are broke and alone and you don't know much about this business stuff, then you can't focus on 5. You can't focus on 3. You probably can't even focus on 2. You need to find the one that you're good at and then just zoom in on it, because outreach is already hard on its own. If you're trying to stretch your mental bandwidth and trying to focus on the people that are outreach to here and the other people here, it's not going to work out. You're not a superhuman. So for me, what I did is I looked at cold email and Instagram. Before, I was doing 2 of them at the same time, and that was not ideal. So I switched to cold email because I can just do more volume there, and that's what I'm doing now. So you can choose whatever you want and make sure you just zoom in on it. So this takes me to the fourth lesson that I learned in outreach. And the lesson was that you should make the funnel as short as possible. Now in outreach, when you send an email to somebody, you actually have a back and forth with the person, a conversation. So the key to outreach is that you should make the time between when you send the first email and when you eventually book the call with the person. You should make it as short as possible, because the longer it is, the more opportunities they have to ghost you. It's true. If you have a 5-step conversation, then they can ghost you at step 2, step 3. But if you have just a 2-step conversation, the odds of them ghosting you are reduced. So what I do is that in the first email I send to the person, I immediately pitch the call at the end. So I list my offer, list everything, then I put, will you want to book a call with me at the end? So they can just make a decision and we'll go from there. So that's the next thing I learned. And then for the 5th lesson I learned in outreach, I want to talk about the tools that you should use for outreach, because I feel like that's very important. So the first thing I learned under this is that you should not send emails automatically. I used to use Mail Meteor, a software to blast emails. I would blast like 100 emails a day. But I discovered that has a lot of cons because number one, you can send emails and because they are sent automatically, they won't land in the inbox of the person. Because Gmail has a way of knowing whether you send them automatically or manually. And the second thing is that Gmail may actually ban you for sending too many emails automatically. So it's just not the best path for outreach. So I don't send emails automatically, I always send them manually. And here's the thing. For big corporations or rather people that have made some money online, maybe they're on 10K a month, they can hire virtual assistants and everything. But if you are at ground zero, even though you can't hire a virtual assistant, you still need to do the outreach by yourself because you don't want your Gmail account to get banned or anything. So this is, I believe, the best part that's worked for me in Indonesia. So that's the next thing. And then the next thing I learned is that when I'm sending my Loom videos, so I record myself, record the website and send it to them. Before I didn't have money to buy Loom, which is the software. So I would just record a video of myself, record their website, and then I'll upload it to YouTube unlisted. And I'll link my YouTube link to that. So that's not the best part because when you give them a YouTube link and they go to your YouTube and then they see me, this small creator who is still like learning this thing and moving forward, it reduces your credibility a bit. If you're a big YouTube channel, then of course. So I decided that I'm not going to post on YouTube, and I'm also not going to use Google Drive because if you upload your video to Google Drive, there's a high possibility of them thinking you're a scammer or something. So that's another thing that people may leave out. If you post your videos to Google Drive, they may think that it's not legit or anything. So what I did is I had to raise money and buy Loom. I had to spend $18 to buy Loom so that I could start posting on this software that business owners recognize so they can be more receptive to whatever I'm doing. So immediately I started doing that, I started getting a bit more views on my Looms. So that's the next thing I did. Now, I said that I'm going to share the exact system that I use to record my Looms. So let me share the exact system that I use. So here's what I do. First of all, I record a talking head video of myself, like this one I'm doing now. So as I record it, I make sure that my speech has timestamps. So here's how I do it. I start the video by introducing myself and telling them what I do and telling them what I saw in their business or whatever. But I make this generalized so that it can apply to anybody in my niche. And I do that for about 30 seconds, exactly 30 seconds. And immediately 30 seconds have passed, I then start explaining the first system that I built. I explain that for 10 seconds. Then I spend the next 10 seconds after that explaining the second system that I built. Then I end the video with another 10 seconds of me pitching them the code, basically. So I do this and I recorded it just once. This talking head video is just once. And it's generalized to anybody who is in my niche. So I make that. And then here's what I do. I go to their website. I go to use my laptop, go to their website. I use OBS Studio to start recording their website. So I tap record and I record only their website for about 30 seconds. Then after recording their website for 30 seconds, I then go to the first system that I built on. So I show the automation software, I show the system. And I record that for 10 seconds. And I do the second step for 10 seconds. And the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted the talking head video of myself and the screen recording of those business owners' websites to sync together. So it looks as if I did it for each of them individually. So this is just like a hack that I learned. And I believe that is very effective because it helps me to be able to scale personalization. Because normally, people that are doing outreach usually have to choose between volume and personalization. It's not actually easy to do both of them. But now, I think I've found a way to be able to combine both of them and scale personalization, which I think is very nice. So, these are the things I'm doing for outreach. And if you're also doing outreach and you're just sitting down in your room doing outreach and you're looking like an idiot to the people that are around you, and maybe sometimes you're also feeling like an idiot, I want you to know that yes, you look like an idiot, that's it. Because he has not yet worked, and the other people that he has worked for. But even though you are alone, sitting down in your room, I'm also alone. I don't have a virtual assistant, I don't have a team, I don't have anyone who's doing this thing for me. And we're just trying to figure this thing out. So even though you are alone, we are alone in this together. And eventually, if you keep on this path, you're going to win. So this is everything I've learned from outreach, and I just hope it's beneficial to you. If you want to learn more about what I'm doing in my AI automation business, you can check out this video about how I'm building an AI automation business from Nigeria with $0. And if you got value out of this video, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.